Welcome and thank you for joining us today for Securing Tomorrow, the role of AI in transforming cybersecurity. My name is Raleigh Gould and I'll be moderating today's event. Our featured speaker is Ken Buckler, Research Director covering Information Security, Risk and Compliance Management at Enterprise Management Associates. Ken has over 15 years of industry experience as a noted information and cybersecurity practitioner, software developer, author, and presenter, focusing on endpoint security. With a focus on strict federal security standards, Ken has consulted with numerous federal organizations, including Defense Information Systems Agency, Department of Veterans Affairs, and the Census Bureau. And now I'd like to go ahead and turn things over to our featured speaker, Ken Buckler. Ken?
Thanks, Raleigh. I'm super excited to present this research, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, this research couldn't have been possible without the sponsorship of Elastic Security and OpenText, so a big thanks to them for making this research possible. So, looking back, the roots of human-machine collaboration trace back all the way to the 18th century with the advent of the Mechanical Turk. Now, this ingenious automaton, constructed by Wolfgang von Kempelen in 1770, captured the imagination of audiences by simulating the performance of tasks that seemed beyond the capability of machinery at the time, such as playing chess. Early attempts like the Mechanical Turk symbolize humanity's enduring fascination with automata and the intersection of human and machine capabilities. Now, what's really interesting is the Mechanical Turk, it was ultimately a hoax, but today's generative artificial intelligence, based on pre-trained models, is very real, often providing analytical and creative power at least equal to or sometimes more powerful than that of humans. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Generative AI is changing the way we work, communicate, and even enjoy art and music. But there's significant ethical, privacy, and security concerns associated with the usage of AI. In this research, EMA set out to answer two primary questions. How are organizations utilizing AI securely, and how are organizations using AI in cybersecurity? Of course, important secondary questions are how adversaries are leveraging AI and how we can defend against it. For this research, EMA decided to answer a tertiary question. How effective is AI at predicting human behavior? So to do this, we actually took advantage of non-human respondents who often try to game the system of our surveys in order to make a profit for fraudulent answers to the surveys. And we created trigger questions and responses designed to get AI to reveal itself. The results of this research were absolutely fascinating. Not only were we able to accurately capture current sentiment and trends when it comes to AI adoption, but we also gained valuable insight into AI-powered attack methods, as well as evaluated the ability of AI to predict human behavior and mindset. In this research, EMA surveyed 108 professionals across 19 different industry verticals from organizations with 250 or more employees. We analyzed the results by filtering and cross-slicing the data to determine current trends in artificial intelligence. Respondents covered a broad number of industries from finance, healthcare, computer and technical services, to retail services, manufacturing, and even education. Through analyzing the responses, we found that the successes and challenges remain mostly the same regardless of size. However, some specific industries are finding themselves more often the target of AI-based attacks. Our research indicated that AI usage is widespread across all organizations, regardless of size, with 75% of organizations utilizing text generators as the most common AI tools. 96% of organizations have observed positive impacts leveraging AI across their business, but 36% of organizations have experienced a security or privacy incident due to their usage of AI. So what are organizations saying about their usage of AI? The responses provided encompass a broad spectrum of perspectives and approaches to utilization of artificial intelligence in different organizational settings. The following is an overview of the various viewpoints. Some organizations exercise a hesitant approach, displaying caution in adopting AI and opting to wait for a more mature third-party solutions. There's also concerns surrounding potential risks and consequences, as well as favoring a slow and careful implementation strategy. There's also a significant emphasis placed on security-focused approach by many organizations, particularly in industries dealing with sensitive data like healthcare and finance. Security measures such as encryption, access controls, threat monitoring, regular reviews, and employee training are highlighted as crucial elements. Several organizations adopt a gradual implementation strategy, testing AI on a limited scale before expanding. Their focus lies on ensuring that AI meets specific needs, complies with regulations, and aligns with organizational goals. In certain contexts, organizations leverage AI to enhance productivity and efficiency in daily work, research, and algorithm problem solving. AI is perceived as a valuable tool for automation, process improvement, and data analytics. Mixed sentiments prevail within the organizational landscape with a combination of excitement and skepticism about AI. While some view it as a powerful tool, others express doubts about its actual impact on productivity and data analytics. Different sectors, including healthcare, finance, and supply chain, have all outlined specific use cases for AI, emphasizing security measures tailored to their respective industries. The ethical considerations emerge prominently, with organizations underlining the importance of guidelines, policies, and the establishment of an AI ethics committee. AI also finds widespread use in cybersecurity, with organizations employing it for threat detection, anomaly analysis, and overall cybersecurity practice. Predictive analytics, machine learning, and encryption are frequently cited tools for securing sensitive data. Collaboration with third-party providers is also a strategy employed by some organizations to ensure the safety and security of their AI solutions. And regulatory compliance is highlighted by a few of the organizations as well, stressing the importance of adhering to these practices and ensuring customers are aware of their AI interactions. Real-time threat detection and automated responses are also leveraged, as well as some organizations underscoring the cost and time-saving benefits of AI, noting a shift from manual labor to more efficient AI-driven processes. In summary, the responses all reflect a diverse landscape of AI adoption and definitely have considerations for security, ethics, and a careful approach to implementation. A common theme is, in fact, the cautious approach, especially in terms of security and ethical considerations. So where are organizations getting the most value out of AI? Text generators, such as ChatGPT, continue to be the most used type of AI across all organizations. However, graphic layout generators, image generators, and text-to-speech are growing in popularity. Interesting finding of note is that custom AI solutions or other or open source solutions are being used by a significant number of organizations, showing that there is a diverse amount of interest in these unique AI use cases. When we look at the cybersecurity landscape, threat intelligence, data analysis, and security automation are the most desired capabilities when it comes to AI usage in cybersecurity. However, while AI is not considered as critical for identity and access management, endpoint protection, email security, and vulnerability and patch management, organizations do see there is value in AI integration for these technologies. So how are organizations leveraging AI, and what are the impacts that they are seeing when it comes to AI and cybersecurity? Almost all organizations are seeing positive impacts from leveraging AI, with the most common impacts being employees more productive and producing better quality work. Employee satisfaction also seems to be significantly impacted by AI. While approximately 4% of organizations currently prohibit AI usage, all organizations responding to our survey plan to or currently allow at least some employees to utilize AI in their work. So organizations which currently prohibit AI usage are doing so either due to regulatory and compliance concerns or in response to a security or privacy incident at their organization. 43% of organizations have evaluated and implemented AI-powered cybersecurity solutions, and an additional 21% have evaluated but not yet implemented these solutions. With 29% of organizations actively evaluating options for AI solutions, it's clear that organizations see the value in these cybersecurity solutions and are actively looking to leverage AI to enhance their posture. Data analysis and virtual cybersecurity assistants are the two most common investments when it comes to cybersecurity powered or integrated AI solutions. Only 2% of organizations have not invested into any AI cybersecurity solutions. Organization size does appear to play a factor in the benefits of AI. Small and medium organizations benefit much more often than their larger organizations with over 5,000 employees. However, it's also important to note that only 19% of large organizations did not observe positive impacts from AI, leaving 81% of large organizations that have observed at least one positive impact, meaning most organizations will likely benefit from AI adoption in their daily workflows. When it comes to AI attacks, most organizations are observing AI generated phishing and business email compromise attacks. However, some organizations are now observing phone phishing attacks utilizing AI. Also interesting is that some organizations are now seeing AI-powered malware. The number of organizations observing AI-generated video phishing as well as AI data poisoning attacks is relatively low, but it's still a very interesting data point that those are occurring. With no data breach remaining relatively the same between policies and monitoring and no policy or monitoring, while the reported number of breaches, both intentional and unintentional, increases when policies or monitoring are adopted, it also brings to light that adding monitoring may not reduce the number of data breaches, but simply brings awareness to the organization that the breach occurred. Without monitoring of their AI solutions, organizations may be in the dark as to how often those data breaches occur involving their usage of AI. One final part of our research took a look at how AI is being leveraged to answer surveys. Now, with surveys often compensated to encourage responses, automated survey respondents provide a lucrative revenue opportunities for malicious actors, while also having the potential to poison the survey data. So how did we perform this part of the research? Well, decades ago, coal miners would take canaries into coal mines to detect bad air. If the canary passed out, the coal miners knew it was time to evacuate. EMA adopted a similar approach to detecting AI respondents and used two canaries, which would trigger AI into revealing itself. One of the canaries we included to detect non-human respondents was the inclusion of non-existent products in a question, which asked what types of AI organizations are currently using. The non-existent products include references to pop culture, such as Dalek TARDIS system monitoring, or even Cyberdyne terminators. Any respondent that responded they were actively using one of these products was disqualified from further responses. Overall, 53% of our medium confidence AI or high confidence AI respondents were able to recognize the non-existent products and properly respond that they were not in use. In addition to other canaries we used for detection, we were able to determine with a reasonable confidence if a non-human respondent was a dumb bot versus AI powered. Looking at only medium and high confident responses, which contained a trigger word we also used as a canary, when examining all AI respondents which were able to complete the survey, the suspected AI responses median response matched human median responses on 71 out of 122 data points in the research survey. This means that 53% of the time, AI was able to predict a reasonable human response in 58% of the data points. This gives the more advanced AI respondents an overall efficiency of 30.74% for predicting human responses. Specifically, AI had mixed results with answering some of our baseline questions surrounding AI adoption rates. AI did excel at predicting answers for how has artificial intelligence positively impacted the way your organization works, or how has artificial intelligence negatively impacted the way your organization works. However, AI struggled to answer forward-looking questions surrounding how organizations want to utilize AI in the future, especially when asking the question, how is artificial intelligence going to be used in cybersecurity? Is it going to just be a fad or will it be short-lived? AI's response to that question was actually the complete opposite of human respondents. So what are the most important takeaways for this presentation? As we navigate the evolving landscape of AI integration, it becomes apparent that cautious considerations, particularly in the realms of security and ethical implications, remain a prevailing theme. The research creates a valuable snapshot of the current AI adoption landscape, emphasizing the need for ongoing vigilance, strategic implementation, and a nuanced understanding of the impacts that AI continues to exert on organizational dynamics in the 21st century. Fortunately for humans, the Mechanical Turk is still not a reality, and we aren't going to be replaced anytime soon. As long as AI is adopted in a secure and ethical manner, though, the potential to improve our workforce and cybersecurity capabilities is demonstrably clear. So thank you for watching today's presentation on the role of AI transforming cybersecurity. We hope you found this presentation informative, and if you have any questions or feedback, please reach out to us through enterprisemanagement.com. Thank you for watching.